So I just got back from going on a date with my wife, and I figured now's a better time than any to go put the tires on the wheels and show you guys the wheels that I got for the Stagea. So I'm gonna drive to the nearest tire place. I already have the tires, I already have the wheels, I just need somebody to put them all together. So I'm going to the nearest tires place to see if they can do it for me. If not, there's other tire places. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to do it for me, but that's what we're about to do. Now, before I show you the wheels, before I do this, I gotta tell you something. Now, I had a bit of a issue with the car. My fault, all right? I was trying to park at Walmart, and I didn't realize how close I was to the dang concrete edge, and I messed up the bumper, man. Messed it up. So the good thing and the bad thing about these bumpers is that they're fiberglass. So the good thing about that is easy to repair-ish. It's repairable, I should say. Not easy to repair, it's repairable. And the bad thing is that thing about these bumpers, or yeah, is that they're hard to come by, so I can't just replace the bumper. So I got to get it repaired. I haven't looked into that yet. I haven't gotten a quote for that yet, but the only bad thing about it is if I get it repaired, it has to be repainted, and I still have to repaint the entire car. So I am honestly waiting on that till I get when I take it, I'm gonna tell them fix the bumper, fix the rust, and then I'll worry about painting it later. So that's where I'm at. That's where we're at right now. Let me turn this a little bit. So yeah, I messed up the bumper. I was pretty upset because as soon as I heard it, since I know it's fiberglass, as soon as I heard it, I said this is gonna be a lot worse than it could have been if it was a plastic bumper. But so you've already seen the picture of it because I would have posted it. But yeah, it's my mistake, all on me, my fault. So now the wheels. Let's talk about the wheels. The wheels are like a bronze gold. You will see them towards, in a couple minutes for you all. Bronze gold-ish, and they are essentially custom. So these are reps. I'm not the type of person to spend $5,000-$6,000 on wheels. I will buy reps, and I actually prefer buying not name brand reps, because the name brand reps are I don't know, typically cheaply made. So I'd rather find someone that's making like reps as close to the actual as possible. So that's what I went with. So I went with unbranded reps. Now the good thing about the unbranded reps is since they are unbranded, I was able to do a little bit of customization on them. And because this is a Stagea, I figured one thing about the Stagea had to be replicated onto the aftermarket wheels. So when I show you the wheels now, you'll probably be like, oh my goodness, cool. But yes, they are reps. I don't care what anybody says, I got reps. Maybe one day whenever I'm like taking the car to the track hard, actively, whatever you want to say, I will get some actual wheels, because obviously I don't want to take reps to the track. These reps are forged, they're not cast. So that's another thing that I wanted out of the wheels. They need to be forged, not cast. So I'm actually at Walmart, the tire center here, closest place to me. So I'm gonna ask them real quick. If they say no, then I'll go to the next place. So y'all just wait. They said it's going to be about an hour and a half to 2 hours before they can get to me. So next place. All right, so we're at the next place. We're going to see what they say. It looks like they're pretty busy. We'll see. Looks like we're getting it done, people, over here. All four wheels unloaded. He does have 2 people in front of me, so it's probably gonna be like 30 minutes. All right, so tires are mounted, balanced. Just gotta get home now. I'll get home, put the wheels on the car. I didn't ask him to do that because, you know, sometimes it feels better when you do things yourself for the first time. You see it all in the car for the first time with you, you know, reacting versus doing it at a mechanic or a tire place. So there's that. So I'm gonna get home, put the tires on, put the wheels on, and then I'll do the big reveal for you all, so you all can see him. I know I'm showing you all, but I could care less what y'all think because I picked these out, so obviously it's what I wanted. So if y'all want to complain about the reps, that's fine, but don't complain about the way they look. Okay, so it's a different day now. I'm in different clothes. It got hot after I put the wheels on, and I just didn't feel like recording anymore. I was super sweaty and everything. So now we are actually back to the video, and I'm going to reveal the wheels to you. So these are the wheels right here. These are essentially like Volk / BBS style wheels. The reason I say BBS / Volk is because Volk usually has a single piece or 1-piece wheel, and BBS has both 3-piece and 1-piece. I think they even might have a 2-piece. I'm not really sure. So these are like BBS LM-style. Obviously they're like a bronze gold. The coolest part is not the wheel itself, it's the center cap right there. Engraved center cap. I got these custom made, matching the wheel, and obviously with the Stagea logo. So super dope. Check it, check it, check it. Now, because the wheels are different, I do have to actually change something because now there is a gap. So I have to get rid of that gap. So I have to lower the car even more, which is kind of dangerous because the car is already about 3 inches off the ground. So if I lower it even more, it's gonna get a little dangerous, like I said. So, but there is the crack on the bumper. And this crack not only became a crack, but it looks like it also cracked up here. I don't really know. So you can see this is where it hit, but because it's fiberglass, it just cracked. So it got pushed in right here, but it cracked that way. So fun times, fun times, fun times. I've already been talking to somebody about painting and the rust. I think there's a chance that I'm just gonna paint this door first because it's really bad in terms of peeling. And I know people are gonna say, well, if you don't paint it all at the same time, it's gonna look different. I just don't like the peeling, and I don't wanna drop 5 to 10 grand on paint right now. So I'll just, you know, paint that door, call it a day, and it's gonna look a little different, but then I'm also gonna get paint correction on the rest of the car. And I know people are like, oh, well, you gotta work on the rust first. Well, I'll work on the rust when I work on the rust, okay? The rust is honestly, I know I keep mentioning that it's bad, and it is bad. Like, look at that. That's rust right there. And it's like that on 3 out of 4 doors. And the only door that doesn't have any rust is the driver's door, which is why I don't have a problem painting it right now. Because I know at the end of the day, this one won't have to get anything done to it because it's already in good condition. So that involves painting the mirror, painting this door. So the mirror is also pretty faded. So I'll get paint correction first, see how everything looks, and then tackle this right here. Absolutely gotta go. And the only rust that I can say that is a problem, and after doing the wheels and the suspension work and everything, the rust over here on this quarter panel right here has a hole in it, right? But it gets worse. So when I was doing the wheels and the suspension work back here, you can see where the rust is actually on the outside of the fender. So that's probably going to require a good bit of work. So that's really the only thing that I'm scared of, is this rust right here. Because obviously it's not just rust, it's pretty visible. It's a visible situation. Like, it's not just a nick where it's rusted like these. This is an actual hole in the frame. So this one has rust too. This one's probably the worst one when it comes to rust. So this one probably will need some welding or something done. But that's really the only one that has a visible situation going on. Like, this one has rust too, but I think grinding it down to the bare metal, I think we'll probably do a lot of that. So yeah, those are the only pieces of rust where I'm afraid. The back right here and this door right here. Everything else I can kind of live with. Not that I need to. There's also rust right here and right here. And I did put a backup camera, not that I've used it, but whenever I put the backup camera and I was in here, I could see the rust from both of these from the inside. So that one, while it's a problem, it's not going to be a huge problem to deal with, because it's something that is easily accessible just by taking off the lift gate. Inside the car, actually, remember that piece I told you I needed? So I ended up buying a whole thing. So it's this entire trim piece that goes around the radio. And I also moved the gauges. You see no gauges now. So you see the climate control, you see the two double din, and then you see this little gap here. So there's a person in Australia that sells this piece here, this entire piece here, but it has the piece here that essentially is where you put the 3 gauges. And for right now, I'm using the ashtray as my, so I kind of did this MacGyvering thing where I put a hole in here for the cable to run through attached to this. That way I can charge it and still have Android Auto and all that connected, without having to, you know, get a little plug here, which I don't really like the way those look. So yeah, I don't like that. Honestly, if it were up to me, I would tell the person, just get rid of the cigarette lighter. And that's really all. Oh, well, I got rid of all these cables that are up here as well. Got rid of all that. Got rid of that cable. Got rid of these cables. No cables left. The only cables that you see are the cables that I have to the radio and to the camera, which you can't see it because I ran a cable all through the top there, all the way to the back, and I'll show you all. I know this video went from talking about the wheels to talking about this, but see, ran a cable through there. I'm gonna zip tie it or something, electrical tape it, but it's not really a problem. And it runs through here, into here, connected to this light. So I'll probably show some B-roll of, because I was recording a little bit of when I was doing that, but I wasn't gonna make a video of it. I was just recording it so I could show you all how it looked and how it ran. There's places like this where I'm not really sure. It's under the window. So, oh, one last thing, and then I'll let y'all go. Check it. So, I got a little baby Jesus right here, because Jesus is king, and Jesus needs to take the wheel sometimes, because, you know, when people be driving reckless, not that I drive reckless, I definitely need him on my side. So, there you go. All right, so with that said, if you made it this far into the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything that I put out in the future. As always, peace.